Alright guys, welcome back. This week we've got 27-year-old Ren. She is in web development. She's got, based on the pictures she sent me, she's got kind of a quirky style, so I'm interested to see what her personality is like IRL. Anyway, she wants to get involved in the adult industry as they all do. We're going to see if we can make that happen today. There she is. Ren!
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm Cam. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to
Well, you look wonderful. You really do have a nice style here. As you can see, the lights are on. The cameras are running. We're going to record this interview today. What I'd like for you to do, first of all, come over here and shake my hand.
Oh, hi.
Hi. Wonderful to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Now, you put your stuff on the couch right there for me, the arm of the couch. And then what I want you to do, maybe move there right there. I want you right there. And what I'd like to do is I'd like to get just a little taste of your personality if we can. Can I have you back up just a step? There you go. Cool. So what I'd like for you to do is I want to see a couple poses that you might use for Instagram or a dating profile, something like that. Just something to show your personality.
Okay.
There you go. Good smile. Okay. One more. Wonderful. I want you to have a seat in the center of the couch for me, please. I really like those shoes. They're like ballet shoes or something, huh?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so you are 27 years old?
Yes.
Okay. You want to get involved in the adult industry. Right now, I believe you said you were in web development, websites, something like that?
Yeah, I'm a website designer.
Okay, I want you to sit back a little bit. Sit back, relax. It's going to be a very comfortable, easy-going interview, okay?
Okay.
So I'm sorry, you said you were in web development. Please elaborate.
Yeah, I use like a website builder. I don't know too much about coding or anything, but I just like I design the websites.
Okay. And is that something that you enjoy doing?
Yeah, it like sparks my creativity.
Okay. Good. Good. What makes you think that you'd be a good fit for the adult industry?
Again, I'm like creative and artistic, and I like to just I like to like make art, I guess. So
Yeah, good. You like to fuck, right?
yeah.
Good, because that's kind of a prerequisite. Okay, so let's start with some easier questions. You're 27 years old. What would you say your body count is?
Like 25.
20s, 20-ish? Okay.
Yeah.
Is that a pretty accurate number?
Yeah, I'd say.
Does that include boys and girls? Have you been with girls before?
Mostly boys.
Mostly boys. Mostly boys. Does that mean you have been with girls?
I mean, I have been with girls, but I prefer the guys.
Okay, so would you be interested in adult work that involved girl-girl?
Maybe. Yeah, I would think about it first, though.
Okay, but you're not, so, little background here, you know, we interview multiple candidates, and it seems like, from all sorts of walks of life, it seems like everybody's into girls these days, so that is a little bit of a different, almost refreshing change that you're not just willing to jump right into that. You're more interested in guys.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, good. Good for you. You are 27, you've been with about 25 guys. When did you lose your virginity?
I was 15.
You were 15? Why don't you tell me about that?
Well, I don't know if it would count because I didn't really like fully go inside. He kind of just like went between my legs and like came everywhere. So that was my first time.
Did you have any fun?
I mean, it was invigorating, the thought of it and the idea, but...
But it was probably more like just like masturbating, right? Because it was just on like the outside. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know if I would consider that losing your virginity. What about the next time?
Oh, well, that one, it was with the 3 guys.
I'm sorry, you said 3 guys?
Yeah.
Okay, now did you have sex with all 3 guys at the same time?
No, 2 of them were really nervous.
Mm-hmm.
It was mainly The leader.
The leader?
Yeah, he was trying to tell me that it would make me popular.
Okay, well, were you, okay, it would make you popular. So let me ask, were you still in high school when this happened?
Yeah.
Okay. You're getting a train ran on you in high school, huh? So did this, elaborate, where did all this happen? How did all this go down? Because there's 3 guys and you really haven't lost your virginity at this point, right?
Yeah, but we were at like a kickback, as what we used to call it, and he was like, hey, do you want to be popular? Because we're all on the football team, and if you have sex with us, everyone's going to know who you are. And I was like, no, I don't want to do that. And then my best friend was like, do it. And I was like, all right, I guess here we go.
YOLO. Wow, okay. Did you end up having sex with all 3 of them?
No, I had sex with the one, and then the other 2 were kind of like timidly like watching and jerking themselves off, and I was like, come on over here, and I tried to jerk them off, but it was like, I don't know. It was mainly the one guy.
Gotcha. Well, I can tell you this. In the adult industry, if you're ever in that situation, I promise the other 2 guys probably won't be so shy. Alright? Oh, wow, what a great story. You said you've been with girls before. Have you full-on been with a girl? Like, went down on her, eating pussy, that whole sort of thing?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
No.
Why not?
It just was like, maybe it was the girl. It was just, I don't know, but it's like girls smell different than guys.
Fair enough. And maybe it was a pheromones thing, right? Like.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. You know, and there's nothing wrong with knowing what you like and knowing what you don't like, right? Nothing wrong with that at all. I guess the question then is, would you be willing, and I kind of asked you this before, would you be willing and open to just girl-girl scenes?
I mean, I would, but it wouldn't be my first choice.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. And again, this is good information. The producers want to know what kind of scenes that they can put you in doing what kind of sex acts, right? So then again, for instance, what's the oldest guy that you've had sex with?
Like 50.
Okay, did you enjoy that?
Yeah.
Okay, good. You perked right up on that one. What's the oldest that you would go? No right or wrong answer.
Like not any older than my dad, so 50.
Fair enough. And again, it's like I said, the producers want to know who they can pair you with. You know, younger woman, older man is kind of a popular thing, right? So let's say that we got you involved in the adult industry and you were actively shooting scenes. Let me back up real quick, first of all. Like you said, you came from web development. You want to get involved in the adult industry. We're the guys who can make that happen. Like I said, we are filming this interview. We're going to send this demo tape to the producers. The producers are the ones who decide. If they like you and they get you cast in scenes, we could get you paid $1,000 to $5,000 a day. That's probably more than you're making right now, huh?
Yeah.
Excellent. So the kind of things that they'd want you to do in adult scenes, sucking dick. Do you suck dick?
Yes.
Do you enjoy sucking dick?
I do.
Wonderful. You'd obviously be having sex with guys, maybe multiple guys. Would you be open to that?
Yeah.
Like, first back up again. Like I said, girls. You said you wouldn't be your first choice, but again, if the work came around and you needed the money, you'd be open to it?
Yeah, I'd be open.
How about a guy and a girl at the same time?
Sure.
You're okay with that?
Yeah, but I might want to cuck the girl.
Okay. You got a real strong personality when it comes to that. That's interesting. Anal. What is your relationship with anal?
It's a good relationship. It just maybe needs more development, and like I've never done it very many times.
But you have done it.
Yes.
Would you be open to doing anal and adult scenes on camera?
Yeah.
Wonderful. What I want you to tell me about your first anal experience, and then we'll move on here.
Well, the tip of the head was like a tennis ball, and it was like pretty good. I would say I was young, and I had like a good relationship with the guy, so it was fun.
Okay, so you enjoyed it. Did he use lube?
No.
That is so. You would be surprised at how many people come in here and say that their first time, the guy just switched lanes without fucking signaling, and there was no lubrication. And again, typically the story does not result in it was fun, right? It was So, you know, in the adult industry, the guys are usually pretty well endowed, but lots of lube, right? LOL, lots of lube. It'll save you a whole lot of trouble. Excellent. Well, Ren, so far, you're answering all my questions. You're answering all my questions great. You're very pretty, but I can't hire a pretty face. This is the adult industry, and what I want to do next is I want to see what you look like naked.
Oh, how about those pictures I sent?
So when you sent me those pictures, they were more boudoir style, right? You were in lingerie. If I remember correctly, I don't remember even seeing you topless in those photos. And there's nothing wrong with that. But again, this is the adult industry. I need to see you naked.
Okay. I can do that. There's gonna be no other surprises though, right?
Yeah, there might be a few surprises, but again, we're going to have fun along the way.
All right.
I want you to stand up. I want you to come back over to the wall here for me, please. Beautiful. Back against the wall a little bit further. You don't have to go all the way against the wall. I just want to make sure you get head to toe there. Perfect. That looks like a dress. So actually what I want you to do is I want you to slip off your ballet shoes for me real quick. Wonderful. Again, I really like those. That was interesting. Now that looks like a dress, so it probably